All right, right now in the 5 series, we're going to have a quick look at CTI Records. All right, CTI is a jazz label founded by Creed Taylor, the music impresario. He pretty much set up Impulse Records, and then he moved on in the late 60s and set up his own imprint, CTI Records. All right, so we're going to run through this real quick. CTI Record is more, the way I describe CTI Records is like coffee table jazz, if like that makes sense. It's jazz for the casual listener. Um, yeah, I kind of simplified it, but it is a great label. Don't get it twisted. There's been some great artists and some great music that's come out of CTI, but it's not an edgy label. Anyway, Milton Nascimento, Courage, the great Milton Nascimento. I think this is his second release, but his first release in the US, an essential record. The classic Vera Cruz is on this record, along with a number of other great recordings, essential. Milton Nascimento is just an essential artist. So we'll move on swiftly from that. Tambour 4, I believe they used to be the Tambour Trio, then they added one. This on CTI 2. The cover kind of describes it in a way. It's like a record that you would listen to almost while you're on a yacht floating on the seas. It's a smooth, rollicking bossa nova jazz record. It's part smooth male vocals and part just tight bossa nova rhythms. It's everything that you want. It's a great record. One of my favorites, the Tambour Trio. Quincy Jones, the great Quincy Jones. I remember having this record like, as a kid and studying it and thinking, why isn't it produced by Quincy Jones? Because it's produced by Creed Taylor. And as a kid, it just blew my mind because I grew up around Quincy Jones records, and I was just indoctrinated into Quincy Jones like as a child that he was the greatest producer ever. So this record just reminds me of my childhood, me looking at the back of it, being like, why didn't Quincy Jones produce this record? Anyway, I was a child. What are you gonna do? George Benson, Bad Benson. This is another record I grew up with. I was doing a DJ set, right, at this spot called Public Records, this audiophile space in Brooklyn. And before I did my DJ set, the guy that was running the actual night was playing this record as kind of like as background noise. I was like, this is amazing. What is this? And I was like, I grew up with this record. I only paid real attention to it when this guy played it on this awesome audio file setup. Anyway, great record on CTI. The great George Benson. I feel like George Benson is underappreciated, but he's one of the greats. Don't get it twisted. And finally, Bob James, a great jazz fusion record, of course. Bob James 1. It's a famous record, but let's cut to the chase. This record is really famous because it's got Nautilus on here, which may be the most sampled track of all time. Nautilus is on this record. It's a great record by the great Bob James, but it's all about Nautilus, really. So, yeah, it's the 5 records on CTI. All right, we're Good Fine Records. That's the label. Hi-Fi Records. Hi-Fi Recluse is the group, and yeah, as I always say, let's get it.